Here we are, post-game press conference for victorious Hope College men's basketball team. Staying tied for first place in the MIAA here with Dante Hawkins, head coach Greg Mitchell, and Jason Beckman. Coach Mitchell, if you could begin with an opening statement.
Yeah, happy to. We're real pleased with how we played, put two halves together, especially defensively. Love the energy and the focus. Good team effort. We kind of talked about trying to get a good ratio of assists on baskets, and we had 20 assists on 30 baskets, which is a good indicator that we're playing well together. Both these guys were tremendous, real efficient, led at both ends of the floor, and I get excited for the win. A little dejected that Danny went down with an injury, so we're praying that he's going to be okay. But yeah, it's kind of where the heart is right now.
Dante, can you just talk a little bit about coming out? First few minutes, you guys hit 4 straight threes, which is always a good sign. But I mean, after Saturday and the way that you guys were able to pull that one out and become tied for first place, it seemed like you guys were on a mission to play like a first place team, and you guys did that. How much of that momentum from Saturday, and also just knowing that you guys are back in the hunt and back in first place?
Yeah, well, I mean, after all that went down and find out we were in first, definitely gave us more life. But the goal today was just to come out and pressure them defensively and just come out aggressive on both ends. And I think we did that. Defensively, we turned them over, and offensively, we moved the ball well and just kept it rolling.
All right, and Jason, just what allowed it to? I mean, Coach said you guys really put together two halves. What was it that didn't maybe slack off at times like it has throughout the year sometimes?
I think that today we were a little bit more locked in on defense, which obviously translates better to like you could run good offense and still miss shots, and obviously that deflates you a little bit, but defense kind of translates regardless. So I'd say early on we were locked in on defense. It helps when D comes out stroking like he was, so that just gave us all confidence early on, and then in the second half we just continued to keep that energy up, so I'd say that carried over.
For sure. Dante, at the beginning of the second half, you guys, I think you gave up like 6 points in the first 8 minutes after already taking a big lead. What was it specifically that you guys that clamped down so well on?
Yeah, it was just stay locked in. We put together a good first half, and we just want to keep that rolling. We know to be a great team, we have to put together two halves, whether we have a big lead or a small lead, whatever. So the goal is to just stay focused, stay locked in, not let the score dictate what happens.
All right, Coach, this could have very easily been a kind of trap game. You guys just got to back into first place after a very emotional victory and overtime style on Saturday, and then you got Calvin coming out. Mm-hmm. How are you guys able to stay so grounded, and what was the preparation like this week?
Well, I mean, Dante used the term locked in. I thought we had two of our best practices in a row on Monday and Tuesday, and to me that was a great sign that we're not reading headlines, we're not looking at the standings, we're appreciating the opportunity that we have, and these guys have been a great practice team all year. But it is probably a trap game. I would agree with that. We briefly talked about that, but we say if we're going to be the team that we can be, we can't afford to go sideways. And so these guys, credit to them. I mean, that was just good energy. Like I said, the ball was being shared, and to get turnovers for buckets was just a great lift. And as JB said, Dante coming out that way. I mean, that's a senior captain right there. That it said, "Come on, fellas, let's go," and we followed. So proud of them. Much work to do. Excited about Saturday now, and feeling pretty good about where we are today.
All right, just can you talk a little bit about Saturday now that we've gotten through today? This will be your first game at Calvin as a member of Hope. You played there before, obviously. Just what do you guys need to do to be able to go into that atmosphere? And what did you guys learn from the first matchup with them?
I would say I learned personally from the first matchup that anything can happen. We got down big early and kind of fought our way back and took the W. But as a team, I'm kind of encouraged by the way that we played defense today. Teddy kind of joked at halftime that we actually can play defense. So I'd say I'm encouraged by the fact that we kind of imposed our will on the defensive end for the first time tonight. So I'd say I'm excited to have that carry over to Saturday.
All right, Dante, obviously Jason's been lights out at the free throw line. You're a very good free throw shooter too. What is that like? Seeing what he's doing and just kind of. Did you guys feed off each other when do you guys do free throws together in practice?
We worked out together a lot during the summer, and I got to see how great of a free throw shooter he was. The goal for both of us was to be 90%. I think he's holding his end up. I'm trying my best. I just
pretty strong.
exactly. But yeah, I definitely feel off the shooting. One of the best shooters I've seen, played with. So it's fun to watch. Yeah.
Jason, take me through your mantra at the line. You have that moment where you kind of put your hand up right there. When did that start, and what is that about?
A lot of that just started from me knowing a lot of times I get to the line and I'm out of breath, so that's kind of, I actually started doing yoga a couple years ago, so that's kind of a yoga type thing.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say I carried over, but it's just to gather my breath and be able to lock in a little bit. But yeah, it's worked a little bit.
Had people ask you about that too.
It's out, baby.
I'm going yoga. At this point on, man, I'm going yoga.
Coach, jokes aside on Dante talking about his own free throw shooting, but he's sunk them when it's counted over the course of his career, and obviously JB's doing the same thing. What is that like, and how big of an asset is that, especially in a game? The Calvin game has come down to the end almost every time the last 5-6 years. What is that kind of?
It's huge. Probably two of our biggest losses came when we didn't take advantage of the free throw situation. But the rest of the year we've been locked in, and Dante's, he's gotten better every year. He steps the line, I believe it's going in, and same with JB. And that's a contagious thing. You look at big games, it's going to come down to rebounding, free throws, and probably total possessions. So when you can take advantage of things at the free throw line, that's tremendous. And when you can't, you suffer a little bit because you work so hard to get there. You execute, you draw the foul, and you got to finish it. So these two guys have been huge all year for us, and we need that to continue.